Yeah, in this mirror, I see tears, blood, sweat, fear that I ain't enough peers looking for the flaws here. Is it what was thought? Maybe they plotting all year and wishing death on me, but couldn't beat a Paul Bear. So they bearing witness. I'm a hand on my business, got my hand on this vision, a mission to make a difference. The kitchen ain't hot as I am, in and I do the dishes. Do it, I built a British that bring my fruit to fruition. Once I started, I finished. No matter how long I fall, the truth be said, I go. I know you probably don't really know me yet. Psycho inside, don't push it out. I built the bomb and I'm taking to put it down already. I didn't have preparation. Why you think I'm impatient? Instead of sitting here waiting to have my feet on the pavement, I'ma savor them days that you were gazing amazement. Later remember the same conversation, cause we keep on grinding. And I'm saying that's no matter what life pitch batter up, we keep on thriving.
What's up, Critique Crew? It is I, Key, and welcome back to Kiki's Critique. I am so super excited to be back before you guys again today. It has been a week since our last video, and since we have started our 2025 end of year Becoming Our Highest Best Health Challenge. I, for one, am so super excited about this challenge. This is something that is so important to me, something that is near and dear to my heart and for my life, my mental, my spiritual, and for this body, baby, okay, as I am longing and urging myself to become my highest best health as I am approaching 50 and beyond. Like, this is something that I take very, very personally, and as with everything here at Kiki's Critique, we're becoming our highest best self by critiquing ourselves, okay, growing through what we have gone through. And so if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Critique Crew channel. Yes, I am so super excited that you guys have found it fit to be a part of the Critique Crew, watching the video. If this is content that you can vibe with, if this is something that you are feeling, okay, please become part of the Critique Crew by subscribing to our channel, giving some thumbs up, and definitely we love to hear from you. So comment, let me know how this content, how this information is being helpful in your life, so we can continue to make more valuable content that's going to allow you to become your highest best self. And if you are returning, what's up, crew? What's up? Y'all know how we do it over here. We are live. We are in full effect. Not live like live, but live like energized. Like, we are here. We are showing up. We are doing all the things that we need to do to become our highest best self. That is our mission. I'm critiquing myself. I'm critiquing the things that is not working for me so that I can be better. This is what our goal is over here, is to just become better, do things more efficiently, be more excellent, okay? Get out of the mediocrity zone, okay? And just move into the excellent zone. Do everything with integrity, okay? And just show up with ourselves and everyone around us, you know, being our highest best self. So, as y'all saw from this title, okay, this is my top 7. I was going to do a video discussing labels as we are, you know, working on our temple, okay, because our bodies are our temple, okay, as we are working on ourselves and just really getting our bodies together, getting our mental and our spiritual together along with that. I wanted to talk about labels and how to, you know, just like read labels and what is good and nutrition for our bodies, but I didn't have no anointing on that because your girl been doing some trial and error. I'm not even going to hold you. I've been under trial and error at this junction of my weight loss journey. I have been trying to do things a little bit differently than I've done before in the past. And again, if this is your first time with us, go back and look at some of my videos a couple years ago when we were on our weight loss journey. We were eating healthier, we were doing all the things, and your baby was getting snatched, okay? She was snatching that belly. I mean, the washboard and abs was starting to come through and all of those things. And but it's been a couple years since I was there, and I'm almost 50 now. Then I was like 47, 46, 47. And we think that those things don't make a difference, but it does. The time does make a difference, because I'm not the same person mentally or spiritually I was 3 years ago. And my body is not the same that it was 3 years ago. And things have happened to my body, okay, in these 3 years that has made things a little bit different. So I had to try some things out as I have restarted my highest best health journey, my consistent journey, because I've always been, you know, really concerned about my weight and concerned about my health and making sure that, you know, I'm doing everything that I need to do to show up properly. But, you know, there's times where we just let ourselves go, and baby, she had let herself go. And this move to Dallas, they say everything is big in Texas, baby, but she don't want to be one of those things. Okay. So I needed to just revamp some things, and so that video I decided that's not really where I'm at, but I wanted to definitely give you my top 7 ways to start your weight loss journey, to understanding what this weight loss journey is for you and for me, for us, not just physically but spiritually too. Like what are the challenges? What are the things that, you know, we are up against in starting this journey? So without further ado, let's hop into my top 7 ways, okay? Our top 7 ways to start our weight loss journey, okay? These are not in any particular order. This is not from 1 to 7 or 7 to 1. This is just the 7 things that I wanted to pull out, and there's probably a lot more things, but this is just going to kick us off because this is to start the journey. So, as I sip my pink grapefruit 0-calorie fizzy water. Oh my gosh, excuse the sounds, okay? My room is off the kitchen, so I do apologize for that. And okay, so let's get started. My top 7 ways to start our weight loss journey. Number 1. It is very important that we set clear and realistic goals. Decide what it is that we're looking to achieve. Is it all about just the weight loss? Do you want more energy? Are you trying to fit in a certain outfit? Are you just want to get more fit and in shape? Are you trying to get off some medication and want your body to be at its highest capacity? What is your goal? What is it that you're trying to achieve? That is very important to set it clear. Be realistic about that. Be realistic about the time frame. I mean, because you want to start small and have a steady progress. You want something that's going to be sustainable long term. What is your goals? And make it realistic, and think about why you want to take this journey. Why are you trying to be your highest best health? You know, that goes into my number 2, which is understanding your why. So as you are setting clear and realistic goals, number 1, number 2 is understand your why. Ask yourself why this journey matters. You know, do you want the better health? Do you want more energy? You want, you know, to be stronger in your faith? Because it definitely takes the faith, okay, and the standing on God to be able to achieve goals, because this is not easy. Putting on weight is very, very easy, but losing weight, getting healthier is hard, because you have to say no to some things. To be able to eat what you want and do what you want, that's easy. But when you have to discipline yourself, when you have to say, you know, put some boundaries in place, that is very, very hard. And I'm not even going to hold you. I'm not going to pretend that it is, and it's just going to be easy, boom, I'm about to lose weight, I'm about to feel great. No, you want to know that you want to understand why this is important to you. If you want to be healthier, you want to be stick around for your family, because your why is what keeps you motivated, what keeps you grounded, and what keeps you steady. Your why is important. So make sure that you have clear and realistic goals. And number 2, understand your why. Okay, so this is Kiki's top 7 ways to start your weight loss journey. Number 3, boom, prepare mentally and spiritually. This is a spiritual battle. Okay, I'm telling you, weight loss is not just physical. It is emotional. It is mental. It is spiritual. You got to build your affirmations. You got to get your prayer life together. You got to meditate and keep a routine and keep your mindset strong, because there's going to be times where you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to give up. You're going to be like, this is too hard. I can't do this. I want to eat what I want to eat. I don't feel like exercising today. You're going to need the strength of the Lord. The Bible says is that God's strength is made perfect in our weakness. It is in our weakness that we have to lean on God, and we got to push through. We got to continue to exercise. We got to make the right choices. We got to pray constantly. Lord, help me to make the right choices. Help me to be able to eat healthy, to desire healthy foods, to desire more water, to desire nutrition. You want to pray and get in alignment with God and ask God's help, because you're going to need the help of the Holy Spirit. Getting in shape and losing weight and being healthy is not for the faint of heart. This is for those of us who are willing to go the extra mile, who's willing to push through the hard places for the prize at the end. We know that in the end, if we do not faint not, that we will reap that thing. So you definitely want to make sure that you are preparing yourself mentally and spiritually. Like this is not going to be easy, and I know it. So when you reach those bumps in the road, when you reach those places that is really hard, then you're going to be ready and to be able to have the tools that you need to be successful. Okay? Yes, number 4 of our top 7 ways to start our weight loss journey. Evaluate and plan your nutrition. Listen here. It is very, very, very important to understand your current eating habits. You got to understand your cravings. You got to be, and you have to be honest and realistic with yourself. You got to say, oh, I always have a sweet tooth. Like, I love sweets. I love cakes and cookies and candies and all of those things. I love it. I love it. You have to understand that, because that's where your battle is. That's where you're going to have to counteract. Because if you're a person who loves a lot of sweet stuffs, then you definitely going to want to make sure that you have a lot of fruits on hand to help with those cravings. Okay, you want to make sure that you got some strawberries, some grapes. Okay, you want to make sure you have some watermelon if it's in season. Some cantaloupe or some mango. You want to make sure that you have it. You want to be careful even with those things, because a lot of those things do have sugars in it. They have natural sugars, but it still raises your insulin and causes you to still crave a lot of sweet stuff. So you want to make sure that you mix it with some balance. You got to make sure that you don't want to eat a lot of high carb fruits and vegetables or fruits. So you definitely want to make sure that there's a balance, but understanding your current eating habits will help you to be able to counteract that. And also, you want to plan your meals. Plan the meals that nourish you. One of the things that I have just started doing, because I am a snacker. I don't necessarily need sweets, but I like chips. I like something quick. I will go to something quick, like something I can just pop in my mouth, some chips, some pretzels, or something like that still contain a lot of carbs and things that are not, that has no nutritional value. So I'm eating high calories, high carbonated foods that is not feeding me anything, and then I still need a meal. So and for me, I'm really trying to watch my calorie intake and my carb intake, because those are the two things that will cause us to gain weight, of course. So I am starting to meal prep when I'm doing also intermittent fasting. And so during the intermittent fasting, please excuse that, y'all, but during the intermittent fasting, after I break my fast, then I'm ready to eat. And if I don't have a meal prepared, then I'm going to break my fast with something that is not good for me, something that is not healthy for me. And so I definitely have started meal prepping. I make my raw dish, and if you guys go look at some of my previous videos, but I'm going to make some more videos and give you guys some tips, some recipes, and also I want you to be a part of kikiscritique.com, where we have started a new group over there of becoming our highest best health. It's called Going Strong with Kiki, okay, because we are going strong. We also have a new TikTok channel where I am starting to share my fitness goals and journey and weight loss, and so I'm having tips over there as well. But definitely go to kikiscritique.com, be a part of the community, share your successes, share your mistakes, your failures. We're here to encourage one another so that we can grow and become our highest best health together. But you want to align your lifestyle and support your calorie protein needs. You definitely want to learn portion control and healthier swaps. You know, just as we were talking about, like if you want some sweets, then you want some fruits. If you need a meal, you want to know, like, you know, how to get the nutritional value that your body needs in order for it to work in its maximum capacity. Because our body needs vitamins and minerals and proteins and all those things in order for our body to properly lose the weight, okay? It's not just saying I'm going to starve myself and I'm going to work out. No, that's not going to allow you. Will you lose weight? Yes, but you will also lose muscle mass. You will also lose, you know, you will lose your collagen. Like, you will not look healthy. You will be skinny or saggy, or, you know, all of these things. You can drop some weight, but you will not be at your body's healthiest self. And we want to lose weight healthily. We want to be healthy. It's not just about losing the weight, but just being healthy. So you definitely want to evaluate your plan of nutrition and see how we're going to get all the proper nutritional values that we need inside of our bodies while we're on this journey. Okay? Yes. Okay. What's up, guys? It is Key dropping in right in the middle of this video just to say thank you for being a part of the Critique Crew. If you will, just like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I would greatly appreciate all of your love, all of your support, and letting me know that you take value in the content here that we bring at Kiki's Critique. I thank you for being a part of the Critique Crew channel. Yes, as we are here becoming our highest best self. Thank you again. God bless you. So, as we are wrapping up with our last 3 of the top 7s, I want to hear from you. I want to know why this is important to you. What are you struggling with, so that we can properly support you in your journey, because we are a community. Times are getting serious. I mean, I was in a grocery store just getting some stuff for my meal prepping, and food is hard, and eating healthy is very, very expensive. Food is expensive, okay? It's becoming more expensive. And I remember just being able to buy, you know, grapes and bananas and, you know, cabbage and, you know, some of these things that were a little bit cheaper, but it's very costly to eat healthy, to eat organically. It just is. And so, but together I can show you some ways that you can make meals stretch, that we can create healthy meal ideas that will be sustainable, that will last you. But meal prepping, I promise you, is the key. Okay? Okay. So, number 5 on my top 7 ways to start your weight loss journey. Number 5, commit to movement you enjoy. Exercising is key. Exercising is key. But you want to commit yourself to movement that you enjoy. You do not want to feel like working out is a chore, because it's already hard enough. Working out is already hard. So if we have to work out, if we have to do something to get our bodies moving, we might as well do something that we enjoy. So whether it's walking, whether it's dancing, whether it's strength training, swimming, whether it is, doing some sort of outdoor activities, working in the yard. You want to bring in and incorporate those things that you enjoy doing. Swimming is great exercise. If you love to swim. I know a lot of us black girls, we don't like to get our hair wet, but this black girl loves to get her hair wet. That's why I wear natural styles, because I am not afraid of the water. I want to get in the water. I don't want to have a hairstyle that will keep me from getting wet. Like, I love to get in the water. I love to swim. Water is relaxing to me. It's soothing. It's calming. So I keep a hairstyle that allows for that. I also don't mind any cardio, walking. I love that. I love dancing, putting on some music and cleaning up and just moving my body while I'm doing it. Find ways to do movements that you enjoy so that it's not a chore. Do you need to do some strength training? Absolutely. You need some weights. You need to be able, but you can get some ankle weights, okay, to put on. You can get some wrist weights to put on. So while you're moving about and you're cleaning, you're doing some things, you get some extra weight on you, because if you can move some extra weight, it'll help you to burn some calories, and that way it'll help you to drop some weight a lot faster. So you definitely want to get some cardio in. You want to get some walking, but make it enjoyable. You definitely want to bring a friend, which brings me to number 6 of my top 7 ways to start your weight loss journey is build a support system. Here at the Critique Crew, this is why I am not doing this by myself. This is why I have adopted you all in this journey with me, because I need a support system. Accountability matters. Whether it's a coach, a friend, a support group, journaling your progress, surrounding yourself with encouragement, with people who are doing what you're doing, it makes it more fun, and it helps you to stick with your goals. Me doing these videos and talking to you guys, it allows me to have accountability, because if I am talking about becoming our highest best health, then that means I have to be doing the work behind the scenes to make that thing happen, so that I'm not just talking out the side of my neck and just saying some bunch of stuff to you guys that is not actively working in my life. No, you guys are my support system. You are my team. You are the people who I am being held accountable to. I want you to see progress within me, so you can say, wow, if Kiki is doing it, then I can do it too. If she can make it work, then I can make it work too. I want, you guys are my tribe. You are my team. And so I want to be that for you. That's why it's important to go to kikiscritique.com and join the Going Strong support group, okay? So that we can get through this thing together, so we can talk about it when it gets hard, so we can encourage each other on how to overcome these obstacles when we are becoming our highest best health. I want to help you, because I want you to be healthy. I want you to be strong. I want you to survive and be there for your families and your children and your loved ones. I want that for you. I want you to look in the mirror and feel good about what you see. I want you to feel good in your body when you're moving around. I want you to feel confident, because there's nothing like it. I know this because this is what I am on. I love to feel comfortable in my body. I love when I move, and because that's what it's about for me. Becoming my highest best health is not because I want to look a certain way per se. I want to feel like me in my body, because it's about how I feel, not necessarily how I look, because I can't see myself on a regular basis. I'm not walking around with a mirror in front of me, but I can feel myself when I move. I know what I feel like, and that is what is most important to me. As I started this journey, I am feeling better and better every day in my body, and I want to share that with you as I'm becoming my highest best health. So with that being said, number 7. We got through this video quick, y'all. Number 7 of my top 7 ways of becoming my highest best health. There's Marty out there barking. Is be patient and grace filled. Give yourself grace. Be patient with the journey. This is not an overnight thing. It took you years to put on the weight that you have on now. It's taking you years to get to a place where you maybe not feeling good in your body. It didn't just happen overnight. It didn't just switch. It is not going to be undone overnight. So you definitely want to give yourself grace. You definitely want to be patient. It's not a straight line. It's filled with ups and downs, plateaus, slip ups. I had a pretzel today at church. I was hungry, okay? I was at church until like almost 2 o'clock. I had been fasting all day, and it was time for me to break my fast, and I was feeling a little my head was feeling a little foggy, and I needed to put something in my body. And so the pretzel was there, and boom, next thing you know, I'm dipping that pretzel in some cheese, okay? And as I'm breaking my fast, and so there's slip ups. It was really good. It was worth it. I worked out yesterday, so and I fasted all day. So boom, I'll just recalibrate myself for the rest of the day. Just to counteract that pretzel and cheese that I had. I didn't eat the whole thing of cheese. And there was a little piece of pretzel left that I didn't eat, but I will accommodate that. But I want to give myself some grace, and enjoy the small wins, the small progresses. It's not about perfection. You're not going to hit it 100% every single day. Some days you're going to be at work, or you're going to be around somebody who has something that is just going to be so yummy to you that you can't pass up. You may not feel good one day to work out. It's going to be all of these different things, because life is lifing out here, but Christ is still Christing, and we can still lean on God for those days and for those moments where we're not showing up 100%. That's okay. That's why it's important just to have grace and to know that, listen, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be a straight line. It's not just, okay, I'm making this decision and boom, that's what it is. You got to be patient with yourself. You got to give yourself some grace and some mercy, and you will make it through the finish line. It's just really about being honest and realistic with yourself, like we talked about in the beginning. If you're setting realistic goals, if you're understanding your why, if you are if you're preparing yourself mentally and spiritually, if you're evaluating your plans and your nutritional plans, if you're committing yourself to doing something, some movements that you enjoy, and if you're building a support system, you will be able to be patient with yourself and give yourself some grace and some mercy. So that's it, guys. That's my top 7 ways to get started. If you have not started this journey, remember that we are riding this thing out between now and December 31st. Between now and December 31st, your girl Key is all about the weight loss journey. It's all about your spiritual journey. It's all about our mental health journey, spiritual health and physical health. We're focusing more on the physical health, but as we're working on our physical, our mental is a part of it, and so is our spiritual, okay? Because we're always about spirituality over here. We're always about our mental health over here, and we're always about our physical bodies over here as well. But this is a focus because I believe that a lot of us are suffering. We're suffering silently in our bodies, being unhappy with ourselves. And I just want to give us a way out. Like, we don't have to stay there. We don't have to stay right where we are right now. I've been in a place where I was just not happy with my body. I couldn't show up for other people because I just felt so miserable. I felt so insecure. I was not happy with the way that I looked. And so if we're not happy about something in our life, only we can change it. Only I could change that. I couldn't just sit around and cry about it. I couldn't sit around and just feel, sad about it. If change was going to happen, only I could change it. So only you can change that for you. And I believe in you. I have faith in you. And I trust God over all of you as I'm praying for you in your journey. Please pray for me. And we're going to get through this together. So stay tuned here at Kiki's Critique. I'll be dropping little nuggets throughout the week just to keep you encouraged. I will be back next week with another video to keep you encouraged. But we are becoming our highest best health over here. And that's it, guys. Till next time. Bye.